and welcome. I finally made it on. I finally managed to make it. I'm so sorry. Um, yes. I had a lot of delays. I still have between 30 and 40 orders to get through. So I'm definitely um, tight for time at the moment. But I said I would stream. I wanted to still come on at least for a little while. It's probably only going to be an hour, and I have gone against the poll. Most of you voted for matchstick divination, which we will do, maybe even tomorrow. But I decided for pendulum because it was getting later and later as I was finishing up what I could manage to finish up, and this is just easier to set up, quicker to set up. So we're going ahead with pendulum today, but there may be matchstick tomorrow. There's been a lot of crystal balls lately, so I'm thinking of mixing it up a little bit. But I did say I would try to do bone reading tomorrow, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I am spending some time with my mother tomorrow as well as working, so I don't think I'll manage to get in 2 streams. I don't want to promise that. If I can, I will, but I'm not promising that right now. So, yes, hello and welcome. It's nice to see some of you still managed to make it. And it is the same cards if you've been on a few times lately, but I will go over them in a moment. Let's just see who's in. Hello AA, hello Risha, hello Sid, hello Mary. And I think that's it right now. Okay, so just in case you don't know, we have love, we have goddess, which we haven't had for a while. We have moon magic, we have acacia, we have unicorn, and we have angel. We have these angel ones back. So, yes, they're the cards. But let me get to questions. Thank you, AA. I love your energy too. And I'm very well, Sid. I hope you are well. I'm well. I enjoy my work and everything. It's just, you can't always guarantee that if someone books an hour, that's going to only take an hour, or if you have a reading. Some readings take 30 minutes, some readings take 50 minutes. It all depends on what's coming through, and so it's not really a great profession for time management. So I do apologize about that, but I hope you understand, and I hope I can make it up as much as possible. So AA says a card for Asha and my connection. So let's do a love card. Magnetic connection. There is a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person. So you're feeling a strong pull and draw to that person. Maybe it's just affirming what you already know, but perhaps they feel it back. Sid, it's fine. I just got through your questions because I didn't want you to then, if you ask them on here and then we have to change them, it just makes even more effort. So I thought I'd get through yours before I jump on. So then there's no issues with having to change questions and things like that. So Mary says, when I move out, will I be getting a place on my own? Okay. Maybe. So it's undecided. There's a possibility of that. If you are new, by the way, I'm Venus. This is Secret Frequencies, and I do readings like this all the time. I do tarot, pendulum, crystal ball, candle wax reading, past life reading, bone reading, flower reading, matchstick divination, all different types of readings that you have and haven't heard of. So do subscribe if you are new. Sid says, is it too soon to use ear calm again for my ear infection? Okay. I'm guessing a maybe on that. can sometimes be if it's a medical question, you know. Like I always say, you know, I always give a disclaimer, medical and health questions. Do double check with the healthcare, the appropriate healthcare professional. So we're getting maybe on that. So maybe leave it until you can ask someone. Risha says, Rajav is planning for a trip. Does my universe want me to go with him or I shouldn't? Okay. Yes, we're getting yes to going with him. So if the option is there, if the option presents itself, then yes. Mary Acacia. So you have the King of Roses. So generally, of course, it's about a man, but you know, men, women, people who are straight or not can still draw this card. It's just linked to the opposite sex to you. But it's about, so of course, roses is always a representation of love. So this is about a very, it can either be a new, very balanced, grown, ready for a relationship, ready for commitment kind of person coming into your life. But if you already have that person in your life, sometimes it can mean them elevating to that next level. So if they weren't super committed, they might become super committed. You know, if you're not really official yet, they might ask you to be official. If you're in a very good relationship, there might be an engagement, you know, so it all depends on where you're at in your current relationship status, but it's a positive omen for love nonetheless. So that's a nice one. Sid says, will earcon work for my ear infection? So again, for medical and health related questions, always double check with the appropriate healthcare professional. Be super safe with your health, but let's see what the pendulum says. And again, it's giving us maybe on that. I'm wondering if it's slightly unbalanced. But I didn't think so. I did check. It seems very, very level. Yeah. It seems level. So let's try one once more. Oh, you're guessing yes. You're guessing yes. We have an answer. But let's see if you need antibiotics. You might need antibiotics with it. So yes. Guessing yes on antibiotics, that might be just be safe, you know. Mary says, should I be friends with Gabby again? Yes. You're getting a yes on that. Mohammed, hello. Since Mary's question has reminded me of something, should I be friends with Danielle T again? And you're getting a yes. Good time for making up friendships, perhaps. Mohammed says, does Sophia love me now? You're getting a yes. A goddess card for Mary. It's Irene, I believe it's pronounced. Peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. So you may, you know, you can always Google the goddess, check out more traits of them, more things they can help with, or if you are someone who's super into spiritual work, ways you can communicate with them, you know. But otherwise, it is simply a message of peace and that everything is working out. So if it feels like it's not right now, sometimes the negative things that happen are guiding us to a more positive life path, you know, a higher life path in the future. Sometimes we need to go through the life lessons to get to the higher level. Um, do I have any connection with Victoria's Secret? Um, I don't believe so. I wonder if I should ask the pendulum. And Mohammed says any card you choose. Okay, I will give you. Let's do a moon card, moon magic. So there is your moon and your message, which is back to front for you. But it says, I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begins. So maybe stepping on to a new chapter in life, a new journey. Sid says, will my anxiety improve tonight? Yes, getting a yes on that. Guys, please try to remember to space your questions out, give other people in the chat a chance and respect them. Sid, will I be able to connect with Hope or H today? Okay. Getting a no on that one, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say. Mohammed says, will I meet new one who loves me in 2026? Okay. I think so. You're getting a maybe. I feel it's a yes, but you're getting a maybe. Freya, hello, welcome. Love card. Oh, angel card, sorry. I don't know why I read that as love. Maybe you need a love one. Angel. So you have Indigo and Crystal children, and your archangel is Metatron. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. So there might be a path of working with children. It can simply be, your own children, children of your friends and family. It can be, sometimes it can be healing your inner child or healing other people's inner child as well. When we get children in cards, it can link to the inner child as well. Mary, will I start seeing improvements? Well, I hope so. Yes, that almost landed on no. I was like, no. Guessing a yes there. Okay. Sid says, will I have much interference today interacting with spirits? Yes, unfortunately, you're guessing yes. I'm sorry to say. We have someone new, Indra Potter, if I'm reading that correctly. A compliment. Wow, you are so beautiful, very beautiful. Well, thank you. I greatly appreciate that compliment. We definitely seem to have shifted from having a lot of trolls to a lot of compliments. So I really appreciate that because it's so much better than getting trolls in. So thank you so much. And I'm sure you're beautiful too. Mary says, will I be moving in with a partner? Okay. Maybe it's possible. Freya says goddess card, okay. Sarasvati? I'm not sure how I pronounce this. It is an Indian one. If you want to take a look at it, I know it's backwards to you, but probably pronouncing it wrong. I'm always getting the pronunciations wrong. I would say Sarasvati. That's what I would say. The arts. Express yourself through creative activities. So if you haven't tapped in to your creative side in a long time, maybe do that. If it's something that you're already doing, it can be guidance that that's the right path and to keep up with it, and that this goddess could help. And also, it can also be, if you're focusing on certain chakras, the sacral chakra is the creative chakra. So maybe focus on that chakra. If you do any work like that, chakra, Reiki, yoga, mantras, anything like that. And Sid says, you said the spirit I connected with was not Hope. Hope's fairy friend. Was the spirit a fairy? Was she a genuinely kind spirit? Okay, so was it a fairy? Let's see. Yes. Okay. Um, was she a genuinely kind spirit? Okay. Yes. Okay. So that's a little bit strange. I do feel the crystal ball is more accurate than the pendulum, as I always say, though. So I might double check that on the on the crystal ball for you, because yeah, I do want it to be certain. If something answers, um, how can I say, different to how I answer, then I do want to double check, because especially if it's pendulum, because as I always say, pendulum is a little bit less accurate than crystal ball. Crystal ball can see a lot more. Pendulum only has three rarely possible responses: yes, no, maybe. You know. Fairy says, "Will I be successful as content creator?" Okay. Maybe. I'm guessing a maybe on that. I never got floral reading yet. I didn't know that. Oh yes. I will do that soon because it has been a while. It will be one that I will do soon. Um, this month, I'm pretty sure. Um, that I can fit one in this month at some point. We'll try to do a post about it in advance so you know. Sid have I interacted with any spirits who don't have my best intentions at heart? No, guess I'm gonna know on that at the moment, so that's good. Mary says, are my spirit guides assisting me? Well, I sure hope so. Kind of their job. Yes. I know sometimes they just observe and protect, and they don't always assist, but mostly you will get yes on that. So it says, is Anne watching over me sleeping tonight? Yes. We get a yes on that. Akashic for Freya. Okay, we have clearing the way. Unfortunately, it has been drawn upside down, so I do apologise. Um, you know, I don't like to give the more negative ones, but clearing the way is the hash represents your dreams, goals, and desires. The tree represents blocks in the way of them. The lady represents you, and the man with the axe represents someone who can help you. So there is someone who can help you to clear the way, but you having this card upside down is generally, so usually when it's the right way, it's very positive that you will find this person, you'll definitely connect with them, you'll be intuitive about them, whether it's you having to ask for the help or whether it's them offering help and you accepting. Either way, it can go both ways, but when it's the right way, it's, you know, it's very positive that that's definitely going to happen. When it's the wrong way, you might miss out on this. So do not be afraid to ask for help for anything that you need. Um, do not be afraid to accept help for anything that you need. You really do need to be a bit more mindful that there's someone in your path coming to help you. Um, yeah, be a bit more mindful about that, because ideally that would say you're super intuitive about it and you will get the help. This way is a little bit like, don't miss out on that opportunity. Try to be very careful that you do get that opportunity. Super chat, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. Izzy, when will male Aries S break no contact? Okay, so unfortunately it is a pendulum stream, so saying when is it's a little bit difficult, but let's first say, will they break contact within a month? Let's ask within a month and see what we get. We can narrow it down by asking time frames and seeing what we get. Okay, so we're getting maybe to a month. So I'm going to say 2 months. Feeling drawn to go a bit higher. If we get a no, we'll go a bit lower. still getting a maybe on 2 months. Okay, so will it be less than a month? Let's say less than a month. Yes, okay. So will it be, how can I say, 3 weeks? Let's say 3 weeks. No? Okay, will it be longer than 3 weeks? Yes, okay. So we got maybe on a month and we got yes on longer than 3 weeks. So and we got no on 2 months. So we're definitely honing in on it. It's over 3 weeks. Oh, we've got yes to less than a month. So it's between, it's 3 weeks and a few days, let's say. 3 weeks and a day, 3 weeks and a half, something like that. That's the time frame we're getting. So you can narrow it down with the pendulum. You just have to ask the right questions. So I would say just over 3 weeks is the answer we get there. And thank you, I greatly appreciate the super chat. Mohammed says any card for message from me in the future. Okay, let's do unicorn or acacia. I'm thinking. Let's do unicorn. So you get intention. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your requests to the universe. So keep your intention and your requests very strong and direct, and you will be manifesting. You will be getting what you want. It's a lot of the time it's our hesitation. It's our hesitation that you know delays us on the path. So it says, well, I'm joining me in bed tonight. Okay. Yes. Get a yes on that. Shelley, hello and welcome. Is Daniel going to visit me in the morning? Getting a yes. Since it's card of your choice. Okay, let's go with. Did I do you an angel? I didn't think I did you an angel, so let's do that. Clairaudience, Archangel Zadkiel. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. This is Archangel Zadkiel at the moment. It's coming through. Shelley says it's J after cash. Getting a yes on that. I don't like the negative answers. I'm sorry about that. Sid says, will I win a lot of money on anything this month? I'm guessing a yes. So fingers crossed for that. Freya says, is there anyone returning from my past? Yes. Someone's returning from your past. Sid, please space out your questions. Please have respect for other people in the chat. Don't post 2 questions in a row. I will end up skipping them if people don't listen to that. So I apologise, but I just want everybody to get a chance, Sid says, will I win big on Jackpot Trader this year? You're getting a yes. Saj Girl says, will Anne visit me this year? Oh, will Come visit me this year. Yes, you're getting a yes. Freya, is Linda telling my partner the truth that he will be a successful tarot reader? Yes. Sid says, will my GP prescribe for ear infection, antibiotics for ear infection, or they fob me off to the pharmacist again who can't prescribe antibiotics? Okay. So yes, but unfortunately, I asked both at the same time, so I'll have to do that again. So let's ask, will they fob you off to the pharmacist? Let's ask that one. We're getting a lot of yeses today, but that's an unfortunate one. Mohammed says, will I win a big prize or jackpot from social media contest this month? I just won twice. Small things yesterday. Congratulations! Always nice to have a little winning. But yes, will you win big? I guess I'm gonna know on that. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say. Moon magic for Freya. Moon magic. There's your picture. Very nice. And even though the message is backwards, I still show it. My words and actions are of beauty, compassion, and love. So yes, I guess that's your affirmation, that you should be speaking from your heart chakra, speaking from love. If anyone is new in, hello and welcome. I am Venus. This is Secret Frequencies. Today is Pendulum reading. So please put your questions in a way that they can be answered by yes or no. And we do have some cards. I'll go back over them now. So we have Angel, Love, Moon Magic, Unicorn, Acacia, and Goddess. So if you feel drawn to either of those, then yeah, pick one. You're welcome to ask for one or more than one, and ask yes or no questions. Sid, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Will a GP prescribe me antibiotics for my ear infection at any point before it gets too bad? Okay. You don't want to end up in hospital from it. Okay. Of course. No one wants you in hospital. Oh, Nelly landed on no. So you're getting a yes. So I would say you're not going to end up in hospital because they will prescribe before it gets too bad. So I'm really grateful for that one at least. Um, Mary says, any advice on connecting with guides? I do. I have a lot of advice on connecting with guides. Um, it's probably not something I can talk about on this stream because I am limited for time. It's already been almost half an hour. So it's not something I can talk about on this stream, but I can do a stream on that if a lot of people are interested in that. I can do a stream on that. It depends. It also depends on which guide you're wanting to interact with. Interacting with angels can be different than like elven spirits or fae spirits or gosh, why can't I think of them? I have tons of spirit guides, starseed spirits. It can all be very, very different. So it does depend. It's very in depth, depending which type of spirit you're trying to interact with, and things like that. So yes, it's definitely something we can talk about. Perhaps on a different stream. Um, if you do want to be a bit more specific, if you know the guide already or you're just trying to figure out the guide, you're all welcome to send me a message. As always, my contact information is in the description of the video, my Facebook, email, and Discord. I am open to chatting with you guys off stream. You're always welcome to send me a message. I am very booked up lately, so I may not reply to messages very quickly, but I do reply eventually. And yeah, if you haven't seen yet, you're very welcome to check out my YouTube, my website, which is secretfrequencies.com/shop. And that has most of the spells like love and money, sessions like Reiki and cleanses, and readings. Like I think I mentioned all of the types of readings I do earlier, but I do tons of different types of readings, also very unique ones like candle wax, bone reading, flower reading. Most things you can buy through my website. If they're not listed yet, you're very welcome to message me and I will sort that out. So yeah, feel free to check out my website as well if you want any more in-depth readings, and more in-depth than stream, of course. You're very welcome to check those out. Thank you so much to Nido. I don't know how to say that. I never know how to say people's handles. But I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the super sticker. I can't see usernames anymore. I can only see handles, so I'm not really sure how I'm pronouncing that. But thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. And if you are new, welcome to the channel. It's really lovely to meet new people. So if anybody is new, please do subscribe and check out my channel and different types of readings I do. Try to come on at least 5 times a week. Yeah, really trying my best to come on as much as possible. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I don't know what currency that is, so I'd be interested to know where you're from. SEK, I'm not sure about that. Sid, why am I a ghost? Oh. Sid says, will I be able to connect with my unicorn, Shapeshifter N, Pegasus T, Angel O, or Angel A today? Should we go through them one by one? Well, let's ask first about all of them, because if it comes as no to all of them, then we don't have to ask specifics. So let's see. So we're getting a yes. So let's see. Will it be all of them? Yes. So getting a yes on that. Freya says, did I see blue-white orb in my bedroom? Yes. Getting a yes on that. Rain, hello and welcome. May I have an angel card? Of course, of course. Here you go. You have teaching and learning. Archangel Zadkiel. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. So remember that you're not always in the student role, and we all have a lot of knowledge to share. Everybody has something to teach, and don't be scared about being confident with your knowledge and sharing it with people. Just to let you guys know, we do only have about half an hour left. Diego Marathoner says, I want to stream my runs. How do I get my first 50 subscribers? I would say just post. I personally, one thing I would say is I don't really feel like hashtags make much of a difference these days. Maybe still put them, but I don't really feel like they make much of a difference. But I would say, you know, better quality videos, mobile and live streams do better for me. Live streams do better for me, but I don't know if you could live stream a run. I don't know how interesting that will be for people. But yeah, I mean, is that what you mean? Live streaming it? I suppose it could be pretty fun. You know, if you do have like a GoPro or something and it's filming the track, if it's an interesting like location. Actually, I think that might be quite good. Live streams tend to do better. Mobile live streams in my case. But remember, I'm a very small YouTuber, so I'm probably not the best person to ask. But I would say good quality videos, live streaming, connecting with the audience, you know. So some people will just ignore, if they're doing something that's not like me, it's not like reading, they will ignore the chats and they will just get on with what they're doing. I would certainly say don't do that. Certainly engage when you can. And, if you are mid-run, maybe you can't engage with the chat. It does vary for everyone, but um, if you get a post, I don't think everybody gets a post tab straight away, but when you do get the posts tab, I would say updating, really utilizing that post tab to update users about things. Um, Having a little bit of your own personality come through. Don't try to be too professional or too niche, if that makes sense. Like, even if your channel is solely for running, I would still share maybe some of other things that are a little bit linked that you do, like it could still be exercise linked, or if you run in nice locations, it could be how do you say, like nature link, like going, oh, this would be a nice spot for running, this would be a nice spot to run, and things like that. um Definitely like sharing a little bit extra about your life other than just what you stream. um and just consistency, good quality thumbnails that stand out. My thumbnails aren't the best now, but I used to use yellow writing. Yellow and red stand out the most. You'll find a lot of YouTubers use red for their text. But yeah, just good quality, yeah. So that's what I would say in my not very expert advice. Girl says, is Jasmine an accurate reader? Okay. Yes, you're getting a yes on that. Harry say Harry Big says you're weird. I think you mean like YOU apostrophe RE. You are weird. Well, I appreciate the compliment nonetheless. Thank you. Freya says, did I rarely see the Arthusa ship lady figurehead smile at me? Should I be able to pronounce that? I'm so sorry, I will still ask it though. Oh, bear with me. Okay, I want a more accurate answer to that because it's an interesting question, so I'm going to spin again. Yes! We get a yes on that. Sid, does Danielle T actually care about me now? Maybe. Oh, okay, maybe. Tamika, hello, welcome. I'm Freya. Did Spirit interfere with video recording today? Yes. We're getting a yes on that. Tamika, will my next job be over 90k Australian dollars? Yes, you're getting a yes on that. Francis Davis, hello and welcome. It's really nice to meet new people. Hello and welcome. Shelley, is Jay going to spread nasty rumours about me? I hope not. I'll ask that once more. Okay, it's maybe. So it could be that it's undecided, so it might be that maybe they're thinking about it, or maybe if they get super annoyed or upset, maybe they will. Could sometimes when we get a maybe, it's not 100% yet what that outcome will be. Sid says, will my old friend Jay contact me this year? Yes, you're getting a yes on that. Fire says a love card. So you have engagement. Your love life is soon ascending to a higher level of commitment. And as I always say, with these cards like engagement and marriage, it can sometimes be, depending on where you're at, the next level. So if you were already engaged, it could be really getting to that planning and actually setting a date for the wedding. And when someone's single, it could be meeting someone. So it's just that next level. It doesn't it can, but doesn't always actually involve engagement. It can just be that next level. If you're already in the relationship, which I believe you are, then it most likely is engagement because that's the next level, you know. Excuse me. Tamika, will I start my next job before March 2026? Maybe. I'm guessing a maybe. Unicorn for Freya. Unicorn. There you go. Innocence. Take time to play. Nurture your inner child. Live with a childlike sense of wonder. So, you know, sometimes, you know, it can be an affirmation if you are that kind of person that don't change no matter how old you get. But sometimes if we've in the motions a little bit, we've become a bit serious because of our work or stressful situations. Sometimes it's just reminding us to tap back into that nice, playful energy. A love card for Rain. Unbreakable love. This person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. Very nice. Naya, hello, welcome. Hello, welcome. Shelley says, can we check crystal ball? I think. I'm not doing crystal ball today solely because I never, if I say I'm going to do an hour on crystal ball, it does not end up an hour. It always goes over an hour. I can never do an hour on crystal ball. It always ends up at least an hour and 45. And I rarely don't have the time today to go over an hour. So that's why I chose Pendulum. So I apologise for that, but it just tends to be a little bit less busy, a little bit less popular, and I can usually finish for an hour, which I really need to. So do bear in mind, guys, there's about 20 minutes left. So I don't know how far down the chat goes, but hopefully I get to you. We have a super chat. Oh, will I win big on jackpot trader this month from Sid? Okay. We spin. No, guessing a no on that, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say. Shelley says, is Jay going to ask me for cash over $200? Maybe. Yeah, maybe on that. That's okay, Sid. I know it was quite quiet that time, so I do appreciate that. Um, you know, I know you don't intentionally, never intentionally disrespectful, a very, very respectful person. Tam says, hi Venus and all, just tuning in. Hello and welcome, Tam. Rain says, may I have a goddess card? Of course. So there we are. You have, and I do not know how to pronounce that one. Arakura, maybe? I haven't connected with her yet. Maybe I will. Don't even know where she's particularly from. Maybe it's Greek. I'm not sure. Blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. So I'll just show that. I know it's back to front for you. Oh, it's white, so it won't focus properly. Anyway, but if you do want me to send, oh, there you go. Just in case you, I know it's backwards, but just in case you do want to have a little look up, you know, sometimes it's nice to look up the goddess, see if there's ways to connect with them or any other things they can help with, you know, it's nice sometimes. Sid says, if I get antibiotics for my ear infection, does that mean I won't need to use ear con? Let's spin again for that. No. So the pendulum suggesting using both. I don't know if you know, judging by some of the answers on antibiotics, I don't know if you will maybe using the ear compass will help us a little bit. Saj Girl says, will I find numbers to win a digit lotto? Okay. Get a good no on that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Um, I can't read your name. Mahalis Animations. Hey, just joined. Are you a fortune teller? I feel like fortune tellers a super like old way to put it, but yes, I suppose I am. But I think that's a nice phrase to use because it covers everything. A lot of people say like psychic or medium or tarot reader, but I do tons of different types of readings, so I think fortune teller is a fitting one to use. Moon magic card for rain. That is your picture. I shine my light outwards for all to see. So, yes, I think you do. I think you emanate quite a light energy already. So, perhaps just telling you to keep up with that, keep going. Naya says, new sub. Will sign contact me soon. Okay. And thank you. I really appreciate. Oh, I'll spin again because it's a maybe. I really appreciate new subscribers and, long time subscribers and members, all of you guys. Getting maybe again. Spin one more time. Yes, we get a yes. But the maybes can sometimes be of this undecided energy. So it looks like they're leaning more towards contacting you soon. But maybe, we're saying soon. Maybe it's coming as maybe it's coming as maybe twice because it's not that soon, like not the next few days. Um, because maybe usually when it's a bit undecided in the energy, maybe they haven't quite made a decision yet. Goddess for Tam. Here we are. So you have Sulis, bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean. Recharge your batteries. So you may be connecting with, of course, goddess of water, but water elementals as well, and can do things like water manifestations, water cleansers, and all of that. So working with water can be quite powerful. And Freya, goddess as well. Yamanya, I believe, golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Very beautiful one. Important doors are opening for you right now. Make sure you see them and walk through them. Yes. Um, I will say Ned. I don't know what to call you. You can let me know what to call you if you wish to. But will I have better luck in 2026? I really hope so. I would hate for it to say no. Ah! I'm guessing a no. Manifesting for you, sending all positive energy I can for you. Hopefully you can turn that around because that's not the answer I wanted to give you. So I apologise for that. Maybe we'll do a good luck spell on stream and hope that you can join. Sashgar says, am I going to find the right winning numbers to win PCH Lotto? A lot of gamblers in the chat tonight. So you're getting a maybe. There's a possibility on that. Sid says, will I win on the lotto this year? Maybe. Again, we're getting a maybe. As Leela, hello and welcome. Love light and blessings to you, Nido or Ned or however I call you. Love light and blessings. As Leela says hello or hi or hello. Satchgirl says, is a new love going to arrive for me, and is he going to be tall and broad-shouldered? Okay, So is a new love going to arrive for you? Maybe. Okay, in the case that he does, will he be tall and broad-shouldered? Yes, at least we're getting a yes on that. Thank you so much for another super sticker. I greatly appreciate that. You'll have to let me know what to call you. But it's amazing to have new subscribers, even, super stickers and super chats are like I'm really, really grateful for the support to the channel, and it's a really amazing extra that you guys do, and I greatly appreciate it. But just having you subscribed is, blessing enough. So yeah, love, light, and blessings. Ashley, does Peter have a girlfriend? Okay. Yes. Getting a yes on that. Sag Girl, is Em going to stay at my home for a while? Maybe. There's a possibility of that option. And you're welcome, Sag Girl. And as Lila says, is energy between Lee and I raising? Okay, respin. Maybe. Maybe. Do it, guys. Says hi. Hello and welcome. Rain says Acacia. Okay, I'm sorry. We got the Queen of Forces, but she is upside down. So you're a little bit off balance right now. A little bit off balance. Um, this can be mind, body, and spirit, maybe the body needs a bit of work, maybe the mental health needs a bit of work, or maybe the spiritual health needs a little bit of work. But it's a little bit out of balance. But the positive thing about drawing the Queen of Forces is there's always potential for you to turn it around. You won't get this card unless you have the potential to be her, to be that balanced. So you will work on it, I'm sure, and you will get that, I'm sure. But yes, if you do feel like a certain aspect needs a little bit of work right now, do go for that. Do work on that. I greatly appreciate the likes on the video, guys. Thank you so much. If you haven't liked it already, then please do. Um, so Ned or Nida, I'm sorry, I just don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to say Ned for now. Says, what are my lucky numbers? So there is more of a crystal ball question because there are a lot of numbers. So we could go through a lot of numbers. So let's see. I'll ask if your luckiest number is single digit. Let's ask that. Okay, yes. Okay, we can go through that. So, one. Ask for one. No. Two. Yes. So you have a lucky number of two. And you did say numbers, so let's see if we can have. Do you also have a double digit lucky number? Maybe? Yes, okay. So does it begin with two? I was feeling that. I was feeling it might begin with two. Okay. So let's see. Is it 27? Yes. My intuition was spot on with that one. So there you are. I've given you two right now. I am jumping off soon. If you do want to know more, if you need more than two, you're very welcome to come onto another stream and ask. I'm very happy to do that. In fact, you gave a few super stickers, so So let's see if we can do another one. Is there a double digit one beginning with 4? No. Is there a double digit one beginning with 5? Maybe. Tell me. Let me see. 53 is my maybe. Please tell me. 53. I feel it. I feel 53. Ah! I'll spin one more time for that. Okay, Riley doesn't want to tell me that one. Okay. 54. Maybe I'm off a little. No. 52. Doesn't want to give me this one. 59. 59. Now I've forgotten what ones we already said. Did we say just 50? 50 alone? 50? I know, I should have gone in order. Give me a proper answer. Yes, to 50. Okay. So we got 27, 50, and I forgot what the single digit was. Was it 2? I'm so sorry. I hope you listened. Unicorn card for rain. There we are. So we have discernment. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. So sometimes there are people who are a bit envious. You don't want any psychic attacks. So if you have any big plans, be very mindful of only share your big plans with people you really trust, just in case their jealousy sends you a psychic attack. It can sometimes be unintentional if someone's very jealous. Sajka says, does want to only be friends? Spin a game for that. I think a yes on that. So we are coming to an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down the chat. If you haven't had many questions answered or you haven't had any yet, I will answer 1 or 2 for you, and then I will be jumping off. If I do find a question particularly interesting, like usually spiritual ones, I will also answer that. So if you haven't had any answered, if you're or if they rarely call to me, then I will answer them. So Yasa, hello and welcome. I don't think you had any today. So will I be able to finish my office work by Monday? Okay, I hope so. You're getting a no. Oh no. I'm sending you quick and positive energy. Hopefully we can turn that around. Fire and water, hello, welcome. I am not that innocent. Hello and welcome. Will I see a Britney Spears comeback this year? Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? I will ask that. Oh. I love Britney. No, we're getting no. But I hope she's feeling better. I hope she's in a better place. Tamika, I nearly died laughing at a lot of gamblers in the chat. It's kind of gambling. Fire and water, may I have a card of your choice, please? Let's do Goddess. Let's do Goddess. Here you are. And you have, oh gosh, we're getting all the ones that I don't know how to pronounce right now, but it seems to be a Mayan, because we can see, I think that's Chichen Itza in the background there, looks like. So would it be Ishchel? Ishul, I think, or Ishul, something like that. If you would like to Google it, I know the words are backwards for you. I haven't connected with every goddess in the deck, just so you know. So I don't know the pronunciation of every one of their names. But this is a medicine woman. I have been to Chichen Itza though. Medicine woman, you are a channel for divine healing power. So however that manifests in your life, you will heal in some way, whether that's healing people's spirits, minds, bodies, emotions. You will heal people in some way, and maybe connect with that goddess if you want to tap into that. 812. I want a surveillance state now just to see how weird you guys are. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I don't even understand what that means. I mean, like, you think you'll be able to see what everybody is up to all the time? I'm not from America, though. I'm going there for 3 months. Hey, very soon. um, Varamosa says, "Oh my gosh, I was thinking 27 and you said it. This is crazy. We are very connected. Apart from with live stream times, we are very connected. So that's, yeah, and clearly your own gifts coming through, which is very nice. Empress Tarot says, am I a good reader? Oh, I don't want it to say no. Ah, thank God. I wouldn't want to give that answer to anybody. Yes, you get a yes. Empress Tarot. Let's see. Two 27 and 50, yes. Thank you guys for reminding me. Carolyn, hello, welcome. Is Christopher knowingly sabotaging our connection? Excuse me. Maybe let me spin again. No. So there could be some subconscious self-sabotaging behavior, but not consciously or knowingly. And you're welcome as well. Sid says, I love Britney too. The good old days of the good old music. So yes, oh, my name is Venus, by the way, if anyone doesn't know. So yeah, you're very welcome. Shirley, I think you did have a few, but I can't quite remember, so I'll just do your last one there. Does Jay want to be friends, no intimacy? I just want to be sure that I have at least. Maybe there's indecision there, being undecided. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I greatly apologise that it was a short stream today. And I do apologise that it was late as well. Although it's been great. I think we've had some new people in, which is always nice. And I hope to see the new people again. Tomorrow's stream will be a bit earlier. I'm not 100% what time. You can check my post tab for if I can update. I'm spending some time with my mother, and then, of course, any bookings, anything that I have booked in, I will have to do, of course. So yeah, that will depend on the stream time tomorrow. But there definitely will be the early members stream on Sunday or Monday. The poll has voted for Sunday, which makes sense. It's a weekend, more people are free then, so that makes sense. So yeah, hope to see you again very soon. Hope you're all very well and look after yourselves. Greatly appreciate all of you, from subscribers to members to those sending super stickers and super chats, and new people, welcome to the community. Do stay with us. Do check out the other readings and streams that I do. I am on for much longer a lot of the time. Usually it's at least 2 hours or around 2 hours lately. But we might do, so we've had suggestions for flower reading, and I also think because the poll voted mostly on matchstick readings today, that we should have a matchstick divination soon. So yes, I hope to catch you at better time for those of you who came in a little bit late. But yeah, greatly appreciate you. Love, light, and blessings to each of you, and I really, really hope to see you soon. It's always amazing to catch you. Fire and Water and Carolyn, especially because I feel like we do often clash on times, so it's been really nice. If you are new and haven't subscribed, please do that. And if you have not liked the video yet, please do that just before you leave. I would greatly appreciate that. And as always, all of my information, ways to contact me and ways to book in with me, like on my website, are linked in the description of the video. So just go ahead and check that out if you're interested.